Well, hello everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to those observing. I did want to do this movie earlier in the year, but given the circumstances, it's now or never, ever. So, here's a video to help celebrate 40 years of The Goonies, which was directed by the late great Richard Donner, a Steven Spielberg production, which also I like to call it like an honorary film of that one, based on that having a lot of similar themes and character types. Written by Chris Columbus, who would later go on to direct the first two Home Alone and first two Wizarding World films, and stars there's multiple future award winners nominees, including Josh Brolin, Sean Astin, Jonathan K. Hoy Kwan, and Joey Pantoliano, of all people. So long ago, he still had hair. Hair I don't think he started shaving his head until the following decade, so let's begin. The film takes place in a seaside the small seaside town of Astoria, Oregon. Another little one that connects it to me since I moved here about 20 years back. Very much fit the profile of a second generation Asian viewer who was not alive when the movie initially came out in theaters, but definitely is more than willing to acknowledge its quality and cultural impact. That's which leaves a small group of youngsters known as the Goonies as a group with all but two options: admit defeat and get ready to leave their homes. They're about to be raised to make way for a community for the wealthy, not really stretched this day and age, or put everything into one last adventure to collect the treasure of One-Eyed Willie to save their homes, and also elude a group of criminals who broke one of their associates out of prison in the a crime family known as the Martellis. These and these, which actually ended up becoming no Fratellis. Now I remember. Then actually ended up becoming like a kind of cult classic rock band as well in the 2000s. So, and all as we'd expect, definitely goes pretty wild, and it definitely has the feeling of being a smaller scale, Indiana Jones kind of one, given how it's just taking place in one town, but has a lot of similar ones that are trying to find ancient artifacts, and also their bond and their willingness to push back against anyone who stands in their way, while still functionally being ordinary people, just thrown in an extraordinary situation. And oh yes, yes, it definitely even now people watching Wing all this time know exactly when it came out. The hair, the Cyndi Lauper single, the very 80s Pepsi and Domino's product placements, all of it. And in a way, while a lot of people still kept performing, other ones definitely kept a low profile, like Corey Feldman kind of has made a few works, but that definitely has changed. Like Jeff Cohen, who played the role of Chunk, actually became an entertainment lawyer. He actually credits this movie helping pay for his law school. I mean, oh, and it's still quite the entertaining experience, and also like the idea that rather than in Slaw's character, he's actually the most sympathetic member of the Fratelli crime family, and who's the key ally, because Chunk was the only one to show him kindness, when it's clear that the must have finally kept him chained in the basement, and also ends up becoming like a little ally, and just little bits like that where he bursts onto the scene with a Superman and shirts, nice little nod to one of Donner's other beloved classics, and even have a little bit of like John Williams fanfare even. Of course, the movie was also a modest hit, grossing at least 60 million at the box office during its initial run, and three times its $20 million budget. It's and is one that I still enjoy watching every time I'm not doing something in a couple hours. And part of my we all have our own traditions of things we like to watch on this time of year. In my case, I've been going through every single Indiana Jones movie for the last 25 years or so. I'm on the Last Crusade, and I also have no issue including the more recent installments in 08 and 23 either. Who knows? Maybe I will include this in my rotation and in the near future. Maybe I won't. We shall see. This may also be a more modest this video than I initially envisioned, and for this movie, but once again, reality has proven to be an obstacle that brought my plans ends a bit down a couple notches. No matter. I mean, today it was either going to be this, a Gremlins sequel in light of another Gremlins sequel coming, and a look at a 30-year-old Sega game, or some popular horror legacy sequel, or popular-ish one from earlier this year. I decided just to do something fun while I'm digesting my usual old tender victuals as I tend to be. Anyway, that'll be all for now. Let's all get very soon because Goonies never say die.